Hello and welcome to The Word, bringing you the good news of Jesus Christ every day from the order of preachers around the world. Today is Wednesday of the 33rd week in Ordinary Time. And from Germany, we hear from Sister Kirsten Marie Buretz, a Dominican sister of Ehrenberg. Sister Kirsten Marie teaches high school in Vechta, and her preaching today is entitled, Just Try.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. While people were listening to Jesus speak, he proceeded to tell a parable because he was near Jerusalem, and they thought that the kingdom of God would appear there immediately. So he said, "A nobleman went off to a distant country to obtain the kingship for himself and then to return. He called 10 of his servants and gave them 10 gold coins and told them, 'Engage in trade with these until I return.' His fellow citizens, however, despised him and sent a delegation after him to announce, 'We do not want this man to be our king.' But when he returned after obtaining the kingship, he had the servants called, to whom he had given the money, to learn what they had gained by trading. The first came forward and said, 'Sir, your gold coin has earned 10 additional ones.' He replied, 'Well done, good servant. You have been faithful in this very small matter. Take charge of 10 cities.' Then the second came and reported, 'Your gold coin, sir, has earned 5 more.' And to this servant too he said, 'You take charge of 5 cities.' Then the other servant came and said, 'Sir, here is your gold coin. I kept it stored away in a handkerchief, for I was afraid of you, because you are a demanding man. You take up what you did not lay down, and you harvest what you did not plant.' He said to him, 'With your own words I shall condemn you, you wicked servant. You knew I was a demanding man, taking up what I did not lay down, and harvesting what I did not plant. Why did you not put my money in a bank? Then on my return I would have collected it with interest.' And to those standing by he said, 'Take the gold coin from him and give it to the servant who has 10. But they said to him, 'Sir, he has 10 gold coins.' He replied, 'I tell you, to everyone who has, more will be given, but from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. Now as for those enemies of mine who did not want me as their king, bring them here and slay them before me.' After he had said this, he proceeded on his journey up to Jerusalem." For me, this gospel is always a demanding gospel. I somehow feel stressed by the Lord, or better by his saying here, because I understand this text as a call to action. I know that I got a lot of talents and I hear the urge to make something out of them. I want to make sure that at the very last end I am not the one who is condemned by the Lord, who calls himself a demanding man. This is a challenge, because how do I serve God when people around me can feel that I am stressed? How can I be a witness to the good news when others see that I am trying to push hard? That does not look like a life of abundance. That does not look like it is worth it to follow God's call. So, how to deal with the Lord's claim to not sit down and do nothing with what you received from him, while not appearing to be totally overwhelmed? It can be useful to take a step back and have a look on the gospel from a distance. Then I can understand that today's gospel is a parable. And a parable is a short, instructive story, a short form of epic. It deals with moral issues. The plot of the parable creates a figurative meaning. Therefore, the reader is encouraged to reflect on the story. For our gospel, that means that it is not intended to create fear, but to encourage right action. the listeners to this parable, that's us today, should feel encouraged to go out into the world and use what they have received from God and develop it further in the spirit of the giver, that is God. In doing so, we can trust that God does not look at how much we increase the talents we have been given, but whether we even try. So maybe it's not about earning the most of my talents and being frightened and stressed at the same time. Furthermore, today's gospel can be the call to action to have a look on what I do have and how can I work with these talents in a sustainable way. I hope that when I use my talents in a manner that I'm not totally stressed out, but when I give what I have and share what I received, then I can be a witness to God's creativity and His love for us humans.